Hello everyone, this is Alka103 in a bit of a different setting than you usually see me, because today is the start of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Advent Calendar series. I know it's the 8th of December and I'm a bit late with starting this, but I only bought this yesterday and I didn't really have the time to, I decided not to film yesterday. But the idea is that every day, and on the first few days I'll do multiple a day, I'll open one of these things, and instead of getting chocolate, I'm getting a Yu-Gi-Oh! Card. Now, I have no idea what is in this. I don't know what to expect besides 17 super rare cards and 7 ultra rare cards, but those could also just be comments with some glitter on it, in a way. So, yeah. I'm not sure if they're random or if they're always the same. I saw this in the store and I didn't decide to get it before December, but now I saw it again yesterday. I was like, hey, you know what? I do want it because I want to make some more Dueling Book videos. There's custom cards now, which I want to do some stuff with on Dueling Book. So I decided on this. Once per day, you're going to get a video, or like twice or 3 times a day for the first few. I'm going to open a card, show the card, say maybe what I think about the card, but then, that's just the first half of the video. Second half of the video, I'm going on Dueling Book, create a custom card based on whatever I get. So that might be, let's say we get a Star Seraph Scales. No, not sure if it's even available in it. Let's say we get the Star Seraph Scales card. Then I might make a Star Seraph support spell. Or I might make another monster for the Star Seraph archetype, so in that way it's related to the card I pull. Or, I just make another Scales card, but that's not related to Star Seraph whatsoever, but just something that looks like Star Seraph Scales. What else could it be? So I'm going to make a bunch of different custom cards on Dueling Book for that. Going to make them all public so you can use them yourself as well on Dueling Book. Would you like to do so? So, today, number 1 is going to be open. No clue what to expect, so let's see what we have here. I'm not even sure how to open this. I've never actually done an Advent calendar, not even with chocolate, and I'm almost 25. Open it like this. Okay. Okay. First card, Ceremonial Bell. Okay, yeah, that's a super. Pretty sure that this is a super. Ultra is also in the text, I believe. Yeah, Crystal, level 3 spellcaster type, light attribute monster. Level 3, I think I already said. No attack, 1850 defense. Both players must keep their hands revealed. So that is Ceremonial Bell. In the next video, I'm going to open the second slot. But for now, let's go into the second half of this video and make a card related to Ceremonial Bell. Okay, it's time to create a card somehow related to Ceremonial Bell. I've had a few minutes since opening the card to decide what to make. Do I create a bell? Do I create something like that supports a spellcaster archetype? Well, no. I decided to make a new Koa'ki Meiru card. Koa'ki Meiru's Alka, what are Koa'ki Meiru's? Well, this is an example of a Koa'ki Meiru card. This is Koa'ki Meiru Urnite. And I'm going to make one that uses the general rule of that during each of your end phases, you have to destroy the Koa'ki Meiru unless you either send an Iron Core Koa'ki Meiru, which is a spell card, from your hand to the graveyard, or reveal a specific type of monster in your hand. Some, like, on the occasional Koa'ki Meiru might be like reveal a normal trap or something like that, but I'm going to go with a type of monster, which is generally the type that the monster is itself. Now, how is this in any way related to Ceremonial Bell? Well, it's not going to support Ceremonial Bell and it doesn't look like a bell, but I realized that Ceremonial Bell forces you to reveal your entire hand. It's always hands open. So the reveal a Beast Warrior type monster from your hand, like you'd need for Koa'ki Meiru Urnite, can't happen because reveal means going from not visible to visible. It's already visible. So then you're forced to send Iron Core Koa'ki Meiru. Now, what I've done previously, like I've had a Koa'ki Meiru Bergzak, I think, which is a warrior, in a deck at one point, and I just always reveal a warrior because there were a bunch of warriors in the deck. But that wouldn't be possible with Ceremonial Bell because it's already revealed. You can't reveal something that's already revealed. So this Koa'ki Meiru card is related to Ceremonial Bell because Ceremonial Bell makes it a lot more difficult to use. So it doesn't. They don't support each other. Ceremonial Bell actually makes it more difficult to use the Koa'ki Meiru. So we're gonna make one. I am looking at some of the Koa'ki Meirus. We have a beetle, which is like an insect. Burrow exact one I was referring to earlier with warrior. Like it's generally just this effect. I'm gonna go for, except it's gonna be the type of whatever I decide to go with for the monster. And then like there's a really short effect on Bergzak, but Guard Rose, for example, has a slightly longer effect. Crusader has a slightly longer effect. It's just one effect. And generally the stats of these things are very good, which does make sense. And I'm going to try and come up with something that we can do with this. I think I decided on something. As I was looking through the cards, I was thinking which types aren't listed yet as Koa'ki Meiru monsters. And the first one that I came up with was Pyro. So I thought, let's make a Pyro thing. Pyros are generally fire attribute, don't always have to, so I may still not make it a fire attribute. But then I was thinking, okay, Pyro, what do Pyros generally do? And Pyros, as with fire mods, often deal effect damage. Think your Volcanics, for example. Raging Flame Sprite doesn't really affect damage, but they can help things. They have a continuous strap that helps. There's a bunch of cards with effect damage. I thought, okay, we're gonna make something with that deals effect damage. I was thinking something similar to Bergzak. Well, Bergzak is if it destroys an opponent's monster battle, it can attack once again in a row. I was more thinking of something along the lines of Flame Wingman's effect, where if it destroys a monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, inflict damage to the opponent equal to the attack of the destroyed monster in the graveyard. That is a pretty strong effect, but I do really like it. So I'm thinking of taking the Koa'ki Meiru effect and then adding something like Flame Wingman. Maybe I'll do half the destroyed monster's attack, because Flame Wingman is a level 6. Well, it's a tribute summon monster. It is harder to summon due to you needing a fusion with two specific materials. So then that's why it's just the attack, and attack is generally stronger, I suppose. So I may still go for like the defense or just half the attack, but I can already do this because I did decide on it being a Pyro monster. And if you're wondering how am I on two different accounts at once, the custom thing is on my main account and this is on my Neton account. That's how I can do both at the same time. So this Koa'ki, is that, where's the capital? Just the Meiru. Koa'ki Meiru, question mark, because we don't know yet. And give it or reveal one Pyro. And generally, if you notice, a lot of the Koa'ki Meiru cards use orange, brown, and yellow in their card arts. And then sometimes to counter that, they have different colors, like with Koa'ki Meiru Dragon, they have the really light blue, or with Gravity Rose, there's green in the background. Generally, a lot of red, yellow, and orange, and then I guess brownish if you make it darker. So it's sort of counteract this set. Like Guardian, not a lot of different colors, and Bergzak is a bunch of dark. And Pyro or Fire generally does work with it. I'm gonna see if I like going against something that there's a lot of. So a Pyro that's not Fire, I guess. Let's actually see, now that I think about it. Pyro of every attribute. Let's see how many there are. Pyro Darks. There's 2 in Evil Swarm. Well, Divine I'm not going to check. Pyro Earths, there's a few. Mostly in Gem Knight. Pyro Fire, there's obviously the most. That makes a lot of sense. Pyro Light is... oh, what is this thing? Oh, Incantation, and then the Helios cards. Pyro Water, there's none yet. Pyro Wind, there's 3. Pyro Water it is, just because we can. The thing is, I'm not that great of an artist, so I don't intend to make the images unless I can find something that just really fits it on Google or on DeviantArt or something like that. So if you'd like to help me create the looks of these cards, and then sometimes I might have sort of a vision of what it looks like. Sometimes I just won't. If I do have a vision, I'll tell you. But if you want to help me design an image for the cards, please do let me know, and I'll just put it in the card if I like it enough. That would be cool if like your art would be in my card. And I do intend to use most, if not all, of these cards in future duel videos, because I do intend to make decks with at least a few or a lot of custom cards. But anyway, let's go with this. Go back to Flame Wingman, copy its effect. And now, I'm just copying effects in this sense. You're not really creating a new card. I see it as I am. Sure, I'm taking things of existing cards. I could come up with a completely new thing that aren't in any archetypes or any cards yet. But I feel that sometimes taking things like this is enough. Let's see. Inflict damage politically. Do we go attack? Would be strong. I'll think about the stats. I'll keep it like this for now. Monster category. Acid effect monster. Pyro. None of this. Although I guess I could make, like, for the next card, I might be able to make like a tuner or a synchro that works with the archetype if it's an archetype. I don't know. Make it water because we can. Level 4. Open it to everyone. Now, obviously, it doesn't have an image yet. Let's see. Stats. Let's go back to the Koa'kis. A lot of the monsters have like pretty high attack. 18. Like the ones that have to reveal, like Beetle, like Bergzak, 18, 19. Under attack, 2000. I think I want to go with 19. 19 would be pretty easy to then go with, even if you may have to then destroy the card, because remember, I do have to send an Iron Core to the grave or reveal something, so you'd have to use this card in maybe a Pyro deck. So I think I'll go with 1800 attack. No, I want to go 1900 attack, but go half the attack or defense of the destroyed monster in the graveyard, whichever is higher. If I can type correctly. And actually, in the comments, you can rate what you think of the cards and if you think they're good or too good or not good enough. Let's see, 15. I'm thinking like 14 something. Defense, 14. 15. You know, let's go against a 1450. Koa'ki Meiru. Now we need a name. What are these names based off of? Some are like Overload, Prototype, Crusaders. What is an Urnite? I don't know what that is. Something Steam. Steam in a different language. We need Steam in a different language. Got it. I hope I pronounced it right. There's not a lot of options. Koa'ki Meiru Fwar. Fwar is Maltese for steam or vapor. So I think that's an interesting thing with Pyro, like being fiery, but it being in water. So I felt like the steam thing sort of works. I remember thinking of Elemental Steam Healer while coming up with the name. So Koa'ki Meiru Fwar. I don't have an image yet. I'm thinking of, like, in terms of the art of, obviously a lot of yellow, a lot of orange, a lot of red, because that makes sense with the Pyro with the fiery. But it has to be like, there have to be a little bit of effects of blue and steam, like, coming either off the card, like somewhere. I'm not like saying Torkoal, like the Pokemon Torkoal with a bunch of white smoke coming out, but somewhere, like, maybe from its head or its neck or whatever, like there's a bit of like steam, like maybe from its shoulders. Like it shouldn't have like pads on its shoulders that shoot steam. Or maybe it is. Maybe if you come up with that, sure. But somewhere here, like there's steam, like it can create steam. Maybe you can like shoot steam from like its hands like that, or a thing here from here, which you could shoot steam. That'd be pretty cool. So that is going to be the card Koa'ki Meiru Fwar. I'm going to upload this image. So at the moment, it does not yet upload the card. At the moment, it doesn't yet have an image. However, it does exist, so I'm pretty sure you can use it already. I'd have to check to be sure. But yeah. Ceremonial Bell is going to stop Koa'ki Meiru Fwar from being used as effectively as it otherwise could have. What do you think of Koa'ki Meiru Fwar? What do you think of Ceremonial Bell? But mostly Fwar, I guess, because that's the one I created. Please let me know what you think. Is this a good card? Would you use it? Would you like to try it in something? Would you like to see me use it? I do intend to use a lot of the cards I create in a deck maybe together and make it this weird mashup of things. It would be pretty interesting. I'm going to see you in the day 2 video. Goodbye.